What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Oregon's offense will take the field first. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Defense makes a stop and gets the football back. The Terrapins offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take up. Because of their greatness, it's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Got his man. There he goes. And he's to the 38-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
To the ground with the back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They feed him again. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll try to run for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Now the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights, and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Washington. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pulls it in. It's McLaurin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He'll field it close to the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Ducks get it past the sticks. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ritter should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Washington. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. wide open spaces. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Ducks in the hurry up. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on second down. Takes it on the shovel. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. To the air, it's Washington. Lost one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Going up top again. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That gets them back to within 10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, a lot of space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They'll line up to go for 2. He'll set up to throw.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Terrapins need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. From midfield, looking for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Jones. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't put the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Terrapins are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From his end zone. Needs to be careful here. The short hands. It's Scott. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Washington. Finds the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise.
There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Quick release by the QB. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Another Terrapins first down.
Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Here comes the two-point try. Trying play action. He's into the end zone for the two, and we've got a one-possession game here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in, it's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but... Find his man, it's incomplete.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They just keep firing. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Dropping back, it's Washington. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Line is set on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. And stays on the field, they'll go for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. With the catch, it's Cuber. It's a running room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 4. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Terrapins! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Oregon, 19.
They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick.
Set to advance on the football.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the 4th quarter. If they can put a drive together.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a hit. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Now, 4th down.
4th down, gotta have it here. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Number 12.
Smashes it between the uprights. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're going to run it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Bringing the heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hand.
There he goes! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give to the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field. That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Clinton. Quick strike complete.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
The give to the left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Now the play fake. catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They go to the ground. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Moore to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Knowles. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there. Trickled through his fingers. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner goes down. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Ripping through the defense. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, low. And then, boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Boston College. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskers are flying down the field. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husker! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hines is tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Clears the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. First down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Back to pass, it's Collins. Buys a little time with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Looking downfield, it's Clinton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Huskers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuber. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Watson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. And off to Jones. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the 1st down, now a decision to be made. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Clinton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. Brings it down on the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's not going to make it. Job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got a man, it's Jones. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks are on the move. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20. Vince, touchdown, Nebraska. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
That one bounds through the... and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the fourth. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight. You're the underdog winning this game late.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Back to throw, it's Collins. He wants a big play here late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chippers. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a great job by the defense here, playing with the lead, knowing the opponent needs a touchdown. They're just trying to get to the ball and punch it out. They practiced this all week, and it comes up big for them late. That turnover is going to seal this thing.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Thanks for grab. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Under fire. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. They might try to score again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. A strong, methodical There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Washington's offense will have the ball first. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Oregon Ducks offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Off the play fake. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the Ducks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Wants to return it. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The short hands, it's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
To the ground with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll pull it on the read. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on third and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he... Get it. The defense won the battle up front. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon... And here comes the offense. Power football with the run. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Trying to get it to the marker. And the Ducks get enough for the first down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle. It's Cuber. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cuber. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab, past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout for you.
And comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the lead. Right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. And off to Jones. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. And off from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. 4th down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the 22 on 1st and 10, the give to the back. This crowd knows when to bring it. Just feeds the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Bray. Got enough for the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pass interference. Offense.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Back to throw, it's Tomlinson. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Using the quick game. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Huber. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Ducks are marching down the field. Right back to the well. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Brink. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Tollefson. Oh, they're after him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get 7. Free kick after the safety.
Set to kick this one away.
Got a little space.
The returner is brought down at the 36. And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last. And we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. No good. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. They're working that left side.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had. Turned that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 12 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big... I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense.
Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Washington, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air. It's Tollefson. Caught in the middle. It's Williams. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They feed him again. It's a running room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
First down for the offense.
The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here we go. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. There he goes. Open it up. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.